Okay, this is a bit of a weird one. I am here, guys. It's Matt from Britical Saiyans here. Apart from this is going to be Ash's.
My deck profile of Son Goku.
Yeah, so he's going to go through for you guys. And if you did watch the matchup, he was the one who piloted the deck in the matchup. So, yeah, have fun.
That's it. Okay, so the first one is Son Goku from set 10, the new one. So burst 3, and when it attacks, draw a card. The new auto, when one of your battle cards are KO'd, you may flip this over to 1-1 it, or when you're at 4 or less, you may just draw 2 cards and flip it over, which you won't use that hardly. And if anyone else does that, it's very odd. But on the other side, that's where it gets to the new one. It's a nice and shiny one as well. Auto burst 3, when it attacks, draw a card, and then activate main or battle once per turn. Place 2 of your life into the drop area, so create yourself a 2. Choose all battle cards in your battle area and your opponent's battle area and ignore a barrier, place them in your owner's drop. So I did that once against you, didn't I, Matt?
The what?
Yes, I only used that against him once, but it was literally just get rid of his big card. But
it's very good. My battle cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I spent the rest of the game trying to play around it. Which almost worked.
Almost worked, right. Let's find all my certain cards. That's that one. Let's start with the 1-drops first. So, I run, if you can see that, let's go back a bit, 4 of these Bulma's Life Anemic. So when you play, you direct the top 5 cards for 1 green Unison card with a cost of 2, or 1 green Saiyan card with an energy cost of 3 or less, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And my whole deck's green, so it's fine. Then we have 4 Krillin Potential Unlocked, which has the skill of permanent. During your opponent's turn, if your leader card is green Son Goku and your life is a 4 or less, increase this in your increase the cost of this card in all areas by 3, but by turn 2 I think I saw all 4 of them, so it didn't matter. When it's played, I choose one. I look at the top 5 cards on my deck and add up to 1 green Unison card with a specific cost of 2 and add to your hand, or this card gains blocker, which is the normal skill that you use to help get your leader skills auto off. And then we have the super combo. I run for the new Vegeta, the Lone Prince. So permanent skill can't be played with skills from any area, but there's a good point for that one, because its first auto is when your leader card is green at your 4 or less, you just draw a card. Or when your leader card is mono green, and when you play this card, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. And that's what makes the permanent skill there relevant. Otherwise people will abuse that too much. And then my last lot of 1-drops is the Son Gohan Potential Unlocked. It's a unique blocker, and you can play it for free if you have a Unison card with 2 or more counters. No, cost of 2 in play, sorry. And you can play this card, which also helps you use your blocker skills, which you need to kick off your auto. Right, the 2 costs, I only have 3 of them, which is the Sorrow of the Strike Tianshan. So I can use defensively and offensively, so I can either put cards back to my deck if I need the 5 drops or highers, or if I really need to, I can choose a battle card in my opponent's drop area and return it to their deck if they have anything with Spark, and there's nothing else I can really say on that one. It speaks for itself, really. And then some more Krillin for you. I run 3 Krillin Steadfast Defenders, so it's a blocker, Spark in 10. If I haven't got that, I can pay it for 2 to bring out, and when I play this card I draw 2 and then discard 1 card. Very good, it's just another blocker for me and another Krillin target. Then I run 2, I can't pronounce that, Assault Krillin. Persistent
I'm gonna say persistent. I don't know.
You guys all know what it is anyway. It's got a barrier. When you play it, you draw a card, and if your leader card is green or black, and this is in rest mode, it can't. You force your opponent to attack this first or get rid of it. I might be willing to cut this down because I don't want to always pay 4 for it, and by then the 4-drop is better that I'm going to show you next. So my next 4-drop will be the Intense Training Son Goku, which has Deflect and Barrier, which is good because against Matt he was going to do it, but as soon as I say Deflect he was like, no, stop. And then Activate Main / Battle if your leader card is a green Son Goku, which it is, and if you send a total of 5 cards, green cards, of a Son Gohan Youth, Vegeta, Bulma, Krillin, and or Piccolo cards from your drop area to the warp, choose up to 1 of your mono green Son Goku cards with energy cost of 5 in your deck or hand, play it on top of this card, then shuffle your deck. And that does mean you can just go and choose 5 Krillin cards if you wanted to, or 3 of those and 2 Gohans, but that's why I have so many Krillins and so many of those. And the Vegeta combo, Bulma, it's all for this guy. That's the main focus. Then we go into the main target that you want to actually hit will be the Super Saiyan Son Goku, Pride of the Saiyans. Double strike, permanent, and can't be removed from the battle area by skills, so it's immune to your own board wipe skill. And then if you have a Son Goku with an energy cost of 4 underneath this card, and it's in rest mode, your opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost of 5 or less. They choose 2 cards from their hand and discard them. Which, against people, if you used against apes, for example, that would really hurt them because they'd have to lose a lot of cards from just playing 1 card. But it slows your opponents down a bit. And then also, when you play it, you choose all your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO them. So you could pay the hard 5 if you really, really want for that, but it's a lot easier to get it out with the 4-drop. And then we have the other target that you could potentially go into, the old good target, but also works because of the way you run so many Krillins. When a Krillin card is killed, or KO, sorry, would be the right thing. That has a 4 cost or more in your battle area and is KO'd by your opponent's skill, and your leader card is green or black. I play this card, then you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO it. And then I run 2 the finishing Spirit Bomb Son Goku. I don't use it that often, but it's nice to have the option. So EX Evolve, pay 1, place 1 card from my hand in the drop area. I choose a green Son Goku with a cost of 5 or more, play it on top. It's got double strike. When it attacks, choose 3 battle cards in your drop area and combo with them, so you can just choose 3 10k combos, your super combos if your deck's not that thin by then, and just draw 3 cards as well, which I used to do. And then we'll have the best one for themselves, so is the SS Bardock Potential Unison. When your opponent combos a card, you can choose that card and kill it, or KO it, so they can't use that one, but you don't have to do it on the first one, because it's when you use the skill. If you do, it negates a skill. +1, you may choose one of your green battle cards with an energy cost of 1, KO it. And if you happen to do, which I did it once, yes I did it once in the game, you make your opponent's discard a card, which you don't always have to do, you can just do the +1 and do nothing. Then you got the -3, which gives this 5k and triple attack, which I used once and potentially going to use twice, but I already won by then. I run a 1-off for the greater good, because you don't need to run any more than that. If you have it in your hand, that's good, but most of the time I mill it, and it's always nice to have a secret negate there, because when someone attacks you can just go, I'll pay 1, discard a card, and then negate from the drop. And people kind of forget about that if you can mill it really early. And then, because I only pulled 3, I would like another one, but it's fine anyway, is the Dormant Potential Unleashed. It's the one because if you have 2 costs, if you have 2 counters on your unison card, you can play for free, but this one is if your leader card is mono green, choose any number of your opponent's battle cards that total up to an energy cost of 2 or less, KO them. Additionally, I may choose a green card in my hand and discard it, and then your opponent can only attack once more that turn. Similar to Flying Nimbus, but can be better because it stops the next. They can only have 1 more attack, where the other Flying Nimbus only does 1 more battle card. Then 3 Shock and Death Ball. Speaks for yourself. It's the spark and negate and kills a 2-drop if need be. And then I run 2 I can't even say that word now, you all have to say it.
Preemptive Strike.
When your opponent tries to place a card with 4 less, you can just make him put into the drop, and that's about it. And that's mine. Deck pro for the Son Goku. Thank you.
Leave any thoughts in the comments below, guys. And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.